I'm feeling the vibes with originalhits.com.
Download every song at originalhits.com.
Johnny be the problem.
All people call you well. Some people call you Paramelis. Someone else call you Country Giant. For me, I call you Mama Liberia Happy Sin. The Magia with me Happy Sin. Yana Bonne Happy Sin. These people your left foot Happy Sin. I will call you Happy Sin. Papeo.
Coming to you shortly to ask you to renew for a second time the mandate that you gave me 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's it. For President, we are re-election. Every sin. Soup.
Download every song at originalhits.com.
Johnny be the problem.
All people call you well. Some people call you Paramelis. You are Happy Sin. The Magia with me Happy Sin. Yana Bonne Happy Sin. These people Happy Sin. Your left carry Happy Sin. Your left foot Happy Sin. I will call you Happy Sin. Papeo. city, all the people, they be sleeping. They know you doing the best. They criticize but yeah, people, every you are so happy. People them say, very na wako, but they were but the thing was too bad. Today, from that, they will put it there. But Allah, Mama, la be right every cent. The mother with me every cent. Yana Bonnet, every cent. This people every cent. You're like a race, I will go in every cent. Papel,
will be coming to you.
every cent. All the people, they be sleeping while you working. They don't know you doing the best. They criticize but just be focused. Everything you are saying for heaven. They sleeping monkey. Them say the rose you barely not sour. But they were there for 12 like pure. But the thing was too bad. Today from that they will put it there. But Allah.
Thank you very much. To our many viewers, the support is huge. You know, this is just a test broadcast today, and but we'll be discussing a few issues. We expect that we have Kev Hassan will be coming on very soon. Jeff Chesson will also be here. But let's start recognizing our very brilliant people having some saying. Adam Sompon, how are you? Doris Stefan, Alexander Capet, Kona Flomo, Jefferson Che, Deborah Weir, House Vasiket, Eugene Josh, Masin, Little Tappet, what's up? Masin, we see you there. Alexander, how are you? We want to say good evening to every one of you. Michael Hine, watching from Barnesville. We have Prince Jadia, watching from 21st Street of Fiamma area. Andy Wilson, I Simon Zer, we yeah. Sorry very much. The internet won't give us more hard down, my people. You shouldn't even try it today. Yeah, so Morris, how are you? Are you getting? Please let me know whether you are getting us. If you are getting us, please allow me to know. You are getting us live and clear. We have the sound now. Zabakedi, how are you? Daniel Towan, Deborah Weir, Nina Kwe. The internet will not spoil it today, don't worry. But are you getting or Chokon Gia, my man, all the way from Mali. Wow, Chokon, how are you? Yeah, Deborah, good. James, please share the live, man. I'm impressed by all of those of you who giving us the support. Seku Philanthropics, how are you? Seku Kroman, how are you? The striker. Alfonso K. Lama, Linda Street, Peterson Nangbed, Boaka, Saka Masakwe. Thank you very much. Don't worry. Today we'll have a blast. Today we'll try our best to do what we're supposed to do. You know, myself practicing on the general side, learning how to come in, go out, bring SFs, cups, and all of those things. You know, it's a learning process now. But anyway, I get one of my sons here who will help me with the process. So Austin Sampson, how you will start very soon. We're still waiting for our colleagues. But I want you to do one important thing. Just share the live for us, please. Share it sufficiently so that other people can follow. Ferrisine, 1 year, how are you? All the way from Boston. Today, Davis, as you met by the general, yeah. Gololo. All the way from Australia. Yes, Australia in the house. Patrick Kennedy, also from Australia. Mohammed Kemukai Jr. from Bannersville. Kepamos King, watching from FDA Community. Deborah, yes, I recognize you. Doran. Daniel Thorne. Jerome Myers. You people are all welcome. You know, myself practicing now, so I got to bring other people. Our other people will come on. So we start. I see Jefferson trying to log in. And let me bring my man Jefferson in. Jefferson.
Good job, Greg.
In the Bible. Jeff. Canada, America. Jeff, you can recognize some of your people. Guess you've seen it on your stream. And
yeah,
I gave you the time to tell them to share and then recognize some of them. You know, these are our people and these are test broadcasts. But I'm excited that you're here. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to all our people out there.
Yeah, we got a lot of people here on the show.
Yeah, you get Dauda Jabate, you get Tracy Vincent, our own girl. Tracy is there.
Oh, Tracy.
Yeah. Amara Kamara. We got Wetton Kettle. How are you? Ambassador Kennedy. Benzema Benedict. Tawale. Yeah, we got a lot of people following. You know, there's the voice now, so it will be a gradual process. Yeah, on Thomas Sabo, Dana Hoskins, Abu Bakar Bao, or Abraham Johnny. You know, my man, try to recognize some people.
I see Thomas. Thomas. Thomas.
I see, oh man, careful. He has not come on here. Maybe he's still eating his sour leaf.
Charles Gray, Bob Surrender.
I think kept on here in America. So Jeff.
Oh, no, good, John J. You're welcome. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, recognize your people. Abraham Johnny from the USA, Iowa. You got David
Tracy
Jr. You got Chris P. Sabe. You got John Watted. You're following from the USA.
Yeah, Abraham Johnny.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
Ansu Sino. Oh, thank you, gentlemen. It's impressive, right, to General, to see the number of our people.
We have Chris Sabo. Chris, how are you? Yeah. David Lawrence Small.
Roland said, Madia Gibson, Taros, Dido. We have Siaka Masakwaye, Princess Peters. You're welcome, man. I'm excited to see people here. Chris William, Winston Logan, watching from the USA. Ansu D. Sano. Gentlemen, you're welcome. And today we're going to have a very impressive show. Mark Goa, I'm here, Mark. Happy to see you.
Kev Hassan, welcome, my man. You are one of the voice of the general today. I see you. You look in the Bible, Kev, my man. Kev is
Ruben. Adam Washington. Well, we're so excited to see our people online. It's motivating. Solomon Kai.
Yeah, I hope people coming on.
Yeah, so let's share the show so that people can follow from our pages.
Kev. I mean, happy Sunday, man. How are you?
This Sunday is cool. We're here, but we always ready to move and our party agenda. That's what we were built for.
Kev, somebody down around said the great Kev. The great Kev Hassan.
Yeah, that's what we're built for. We're built to move our party agenda. So we will be on. Today is a test. Just a test, but actually we'll be on every Saturday, 5 p.m. Liberia time. And wherever you are, according to your time zone in America, you check your time zone. In the East Coast, it will be 12 p.m. So we'll be here every Saturday to tell the Liberian people about the lies of this government.
Because you're not a moderator of the program here, please. You tell the people happy Sunday. You even recognize some of the people that what we're doing now. Nelson, Rodan, Daros. They recognize them first, Kev. Then we'll jump into this very soon. Yeah, I agree. So it's your time to start recognizing. The person that want to hear your voice.
I mean, I already talked. I already talked.
No, they want to. You can look on the screen and just.
No, I already talked, my man.
Celeste,
appreciate the show.
Yeah, appreciate the people, man. Okay.
Yeah, we share the show already. You know.
Yeah, talk about the people who go, the people who following all those who commenting that appreciate them. Prince.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody, my brother.
Yeah, Prince Prosper, but then go and name some of the people that care waiting for you that your time.
My man, go ahead and do your own.
James Bada, how are you? Ellen, Jed, Moses, Wadid, watching from Pinsville. We get Yvonne Davis. We get Intelligent Johnson Dickerson, watching from ELWA Pinsville also. We have Nelson TD from Abidjan. We have Webton Kettle. Okay, and a bush fire will play. Fatou Kone, Washington TV, Comfort David,
Nelson. Okay, I think faster than me.
Keep on listening to you.
No, I think faster than me because I see Wilton Ketcher there too.
Yeah, a little bit, faster than Montana Mike. Okay, let me do the recognition. Maddie Gibson from the United States of America. Oh, Maddie, how are you? Quite a long time. I've got Harris Kamara, Volvin Toure. All right, that is from Australia. We have Harris Kamara from some of the second community. We have Roland Sear, also watching Daniel Joe, Francis Nangwe from Ghana, Mike Dudnon Halliton. We got Nelson Bayoga, Honorable Samuel Za. Okay, Raso Daso, Maker, from the coast of Africa. Solomon Ka, Monkonje. You know, it's been fast now because a lot of people coming on. Monkonje Chi, okay, June Lane June, Emmanuel Richardson, J City Dot. It says we are CDC fake politician, but anyway, that's a level tolerant. Vanny Lasana, Thomas. Yeah, we got Sam Dwyer, Eugene Hammond, William Massaquoi, James Wilson. We just have a lot of people. You know, we'll not be able to recognize everyone, but Gabriel Jaliba, all the way from Ghana. We see a lot of people watching from Ghana in the diaspora. Okay. Kev, my man, somebody say Kev, apply serious there on this. Kev, like a man on you, rolling click. Okay, they say Kev, you fire. That's what they are saying. They say Kev, apply serious and fire. Man, don't know how team by so basically, Kev, again, let me welcome the both of you to this platform. You know, today is a test broadcast. Okay, and it's a very new platform. I'm impressed by the turnout today. Okay, we ask our people to keep sharing. So, Jeff, how's the Sunday, my man? How's the Sunday going? Jeff, you're on mute. You got to unmute yourself.
I spent all my time waiting for the show to come on. And so I just decided today to be here and giving us a clear opportunity to communicate directly to our people and to talk to those who are, you know, on the fence. And some of those Unity Party supporters to see reason and realize that the CDC is the way forward for our country. So yes, I've been hanging in there waiting for the moment, man, General. And today, I feel so accomplished to be here. And I see most of our supporters coming online, giving us the support we need. And this is fantastic. This is overwhelming for me. Imagine today is our first, test broadcast, and we're getting this much, engagement. It shows that we got a lot of prospects on the show, and we need to feed our people with more information and empower them with the truth, contrary to the lies that have been, spread by the Unity Party miscreants. But yeah, we are happy to be here, General.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Jefferson, we said, yes, you're welcome, Jefferson. Sakpa, Kedi. You guys are welcome, and we are happy to have you here. Today going to be a very good show. We'll touch on a couple of things. I think General got it lined up. And then we'll inform our people on the truth and dispel the lies from the Unity Party. Yeah. So we got a lineup here for you to really fix your day. But come on, great, a lot of things going on, man. Do you have your 3-year visa now? Kev, you get a 3-year visa? Yeah, but people, we want our country to be fixed. We want the economy to get better. We want better schools, better hospitals. We want a better economy. And that will help us. That will surely help us. So, Kev, we got a lot of people coming online. They are doing so much. They gave us so much support. So much. The children we lost because... Yes. I mean, this is a place where you can communicate your views. I like Sedition. They're coming on and they are speaking their mind on the show. That is very good for us. That is very good. And this is why we're here. We encourage the Unity Party people as well. They can come online. They can speak their mind. And this platform is built actually to give the Liberian people a very, very clear and succinct information regarding our political space at the moment.
Just 1 minute, Jeff. Let's bring I say your people are following, they are monitoring, they are very excited. We just want at least to just listen to you, and happy Sunday and welcome. Let your people listen to you. It seems to be the icebreaker on this show here.
My brother, thank you. The excitement cannot be controlled. I think it is a very good thing to give the Liberian people a second view of happenings. And that's what I felt very good when you told me about this. And thank you to General Gray for this idea. I'm sure everyone will appreciate it. We'll take our time to always be here and making the people see things from a different lens, especially so when we are dealing with a government that believes in lies. You have to have people to put the government in check, not for our good, but for the good of the people. And that's what I want to appreciate all of you guys for taking up your time, coming on here and ensuring we talk to our people. This will be fascinating. Of course, we always like to say things by facts, by evidence, and that's why we promise to do here. It's a pleasure being here, and welcome to our people. This will be every time. General, great. Thanks for putting us together. You've done great. We know that we go so big, bad, and wide in no time. It's a pleasure being on.
I said thank you very much. I had to mute myself a little bit, but when you enter here, the internet a little bit fluctuates. But gentlemen, I'm impressed. Believe me, first test broadcast, to have great men like you. And can you imagine, man, former deputy minister of youth and sport, I said, you come to this platform with wealth of experience, 6 solid years worth of experience in government and in the private sector, and now working to one of the best banking institutions in the world. And we got Jeff Cherson, who had great private sector experience. working with NGOs and former assistant minister at the Minister of Public Works. We have our own man, Kev Hassan, who have a wide range of international and domestic experience. You know, usually I can teach Kev Hassan. I say, my man, don't bring it here. He also in lab. But Kev is a very, very, very intelligent and tolerant individual who has wealth of experience in the private sector in the United States of America, and a specialist in propaganda. So we bring all of the pieces of experience to the table. Obviously, I'm the Homo 7. I'm in the CDC to serve the CDC and serve the Liberian people. But I think this is great. So what we do is that we'll just start with some teaser. Then we'll go to the subject matter. Because today on the subject matter, we'll be looking at what happened during the course of the week, mainly that has to do with President Boycott travel. You know, we used to call him Mr. Boycott travel to the United States, to France. The issue of the United Nations Security Council, looking at the historicity and the fallacies surrounding it and the facts and our opinion. So, but we'll first start with Kev sent me a clip that we caught. So it has to do with the horsing. Okay, because a lot of people don't know some of the things we did. So we first want to see what we can get a clip on the horsing project. So we'll be putting it out, gentlemen.
So since 1955, the first concrete structures are being placed here in this village. This is the Popot village along the Banga-Ganta highway. Whatever way it is, it's been a difficult time for these residents here in Nima County. And so today we've managed to make our way here to Popot village for the first time since His Excellency the President decided to transform the hosting condition of these Liberians who's been living in these kinds of structures. Today their lives have changed, they transformed, they are in these concrete structures. With me is that the community chairman?
Yes.
And you got to turn to me so the people can see your face in our conversation. So what is your name, Mr. Chairman?
My name is Mr. P.
Mr. P. This is Popot Village.
Yes.
My story here is that it's been here for a little while now, since 1955. So how was Popot Village before?
Oh, Popot Village was fine before, but during a certain condition we were in some poverty. But Mr. Ria came and helped us and took us from the Popot Village to do a nice house for us in this village. And now we are living good life.
So before you started living in these structures, these new building that Mr. President built for you, what kind of structure you were living in here?
I was living in a poor structure before.
Okay.
I was not living in good condition before.
Okay. So since 1955, are these the very first modern structures you see here?
Yes. In my first time, they lived in this building.
Since 1955?
Since 1955.
Okay. And how do you feel as a Liberian who's been seeing other presidents before President Weah, to see him come here and even think about you to give you a house? Are you paying for it?
No, I don't pay for the house, but I'm feeling fine for what you did for me.
Okay. So there's no rent and there's nothing that you do, they just build and give it to you free of charge?
Yes. You don't add about no time, you don't add about nothing.
Okay.
You don't add about you help the people out very much.
Okay. So what message do you want to send out there to other Liberians who are saying that people are doing nothing in this country, the president is doing absolutely nothing?
Those who are saying this, saying that President, we are not doing nothing for all, they want to do whatever, they are lying to themselves. President, we are ready to work for us in this country. Since 1955, my program, I have been suffering. Since then, President, we are doing our house, we are living in normal conditions.
Okay, is there any message you want to tell the president?
Yes, I have the message to tell the president. I think it's very well for you to be our building fund and send them bring in the business. So nothing bad has been doing.
Wow. Since 1955. I just 1 minute, I think we just go about it. So Kev, you will brought it up. You keep the ball rolling.
Thank you, Akaris. Let me say hi to all our folks on here. Isaac, Jefferson, Jesse. Akaris, when we played the video from the beginning, you saw the house they were living in. You saw where they were living in. How this President George Manuel transformed their life into a modern house. Let's talk about what I mean in modern house. They have their own rooms, decent rooms, flush toilet and everything. And most of the houses that you saw, they put in furniture also in the houses for those people. That can confirm under our government. So the reason we're bringing this to our people, because the Unity Party found a way into power through lies. They lie to the people. They are evil liars. And we're going to show the Liberian people every step of our 6 years of our government. Every step, everything this George Manuel did. And we will show to the people. And we call all Liberians to come on and listen to us so they can know the truth and see the tangibles, and we'll show you. So this is just a teaser. We'll bring more.
Okay.
We'll bring more.
So Jeff, let Jeff go for 1 minute. Okay.
Thank you, Honorable Gray. And welcome to Isaac Doe. Thank you. So watching this video just now made me even more proud, energized me to fight more, to ensure that we remove the Unity Party and bring the CDC back to power, to do more for the ordinary Liberians, to do more for the poor Liberians. And this is the ideology of the CDC, is to make sure we reach the ordinary Liberians, those people who are forgotten about, those Liberians that are living in hard-to-reach areas. Those are the people's lives the CDC is bent and want to touch. And our government spend most of our time in showing that the people's lives were touched. The purple houses were built in other places, not only in Nimba, in other counties. There were purple houses built, the people's lives were changed. And you can remember, Kev, right here in West Point, people were living in Zingsha when our place got burned. The president moved in and reconstructed houses, concrete houses, gave it to the people free of charge. This is what a true leader will do for his people. Any leader that got his country at heart, this is what exactly he will do for his people. He has improved the lives of people in Sino, Grand Crew, in many parts of our country over a very short period of time. And this is why I'm saying to the Liberian people, over and over, Unity Party is bad for our country. We need to put our heads together and ensure that they are removed from power and get the CDC elected to do more for the ordinary Liberians. There's no party that is perfect. CDC has its own faults. Yes, we agree. But our policies are far better than that of the Unity Party. Unity Party policy are tilted towards the elite, towards themselves. They want to improve their own lives and forgetting about the ordinary Liberians. And this is not the CDC. The CDC is focused on the ordinary Liberians, the very forgotten, the poor people. These are people who want to lift from poverty. And so we can continue this fight, General, and ensure that the Liberians see the reality, see the difference between the CDC and the Unity Party, and realize that the best way for our country is the CDC. And until we can make this happen, there's no resting time for us. We'll continue to expose their lies and the deception. I listened to another video where they said they fought the George Weah government from day one to the end. It's because they wanted to come in and improve their own lives. They wanted to rescue themselves, not the ordinary Liberians. See what's happening now. Nobody has any concern about how the ordinary Liberians are living. No, that's not what they're thinking about. They're not thinking about how the people in the market are surviving. They're not thinking about how the younger boys are surviving. They're not thinking about how the keke brothers and taxi drivers.
You're attacking now. Wait small. Cool down small.
I mean,
the business
this
is
is yeah. I mean, this is why we as Liberians must put our hands together and get the Unity Party off our backs. It was a mistake. We understand that, and we got to correct that mistake. That's what I'm saying, Honorable Gray.
Yeah. So, Ase, what's your take?
Well, you know, a lot of people have asked me why you've been consistent in your defense of the George Weah-led government. And I always said to them, because I was there. When we were in government, we were overpowered by propaganda. The things that we achieved as a government were not placed out there to the people. Rather, the voices of the liars overpowered everything we did. And the fact that we are no longer in government, I believe it is the right time to come back to the people and show them and tell them and make them to see all of those things we've done. And that's the reason why I have always stood up in defense of the CDC, because our defense is not just on propaganda, it's by evidence through facts. General Gray, you just played a video. The video you play isn't someone just saying something. The video you play has voice with images of actual things that it said. Today, that we keep saying, it's just a teasing day, it's just a test broadcast, it's just a coming on to get the ball rolling. I know as time goes on, we will go more into it. But I feel so excited that we can have a space that we all can sit on and ensure the views of things that happen during our times can be articulated to the best. On this show, as for me, I want to just come and talk. Whenever we say, we will show, so that the people can see the difference between the lies that were told and the truth that weren't told. And in my view, this platform provides the opportunity for Liberians and for all of us. There are too many things we can be proud of the government that we had. And just to throw a little light on it, you can see today that everything this government is dancing about are those things that were in motion when we were there. What does it say to you? That the plan we have for Liberia is the best plan. If that wasn't the case, you wouldn't have Unity Party dancing today on things that we started doing. What they will do, they will change everything and take it off the way and do their own thing. But for the fact that they cannot only base everything they will achieve on things that we started doing, tells you where we are with Liberia. And of course, this show will be the great show. This show will bring the issue in voice, in evidence, in picture, and we have great times. Thank you for the show again.
Okay, just quickly, because we want our people to know out there that we play the issue of this housing project in Nima County specifically. We have two different of the housing projects in Nima County. One as soon as you cross the bridge between Bon County and Nima, then another one approaching closer to Ganta. And since 1955, according to the guy, imagine that was top mental since top mental. Some of those people had never lived in a concrete home since top mental. Like you rightfully said, Jeff, Acid, Hassan, another one we have in Grand Jida County. Okay, we took another one to Grand Jida County, two-zone area and other areas. And then another project in Grand Cru. That was where people mistakenly say that, It's the Japanese that did everything across the country. No, the one in Grand Creek is on our government, but still, yeah, the Japanese did that in Grand Creek, but it's on our government. We love it for it. Then Bon County, Mangibi County, Bombing County, okay? Even Lofa County, in the Zozo community area, Lofa County, okay? We also have similar housing project there. So we built technically in 7 to 8 counties across the country. That's what we did. But there is something coming out, and I want you to see this. There's another teaser, which is very important. I know you'll be shocked. One of the voices in the current administration was somebody who was one of the deputies in our government who spoke for our government. Listen to this fellow. It's just a teaser. Listen very well.
Para, since 1847, we gain independence. People in Nigeria gained independence in 1961. 1961.
On a quick get to.
But since 1847, the total number of paved road, Kota Road, Tar Road, Cement Road, all is just 750 kilometers. Since 1847.
Courage now.
Yes, this president took over 2 years now. In his second year, he's paving over 400 kilometers of roads. That's more than half of the total road paved since 1847. Can you imagine that?
So you come and say Liberia people not like road. I mean that they complain.
The ones that they complain, most of them don't complain, but the ones you see complaining, it's like they say, leave the roads, give us job. Look, since we had military since 1847, we've never had a military hospital. We are now building the first military hospital. In fact, the roof is on top of it as we speak, under this president. You know how you have, you people get something in Nigeria like the Federal Police Secret Service. We have our own here, they call it NSA, National Security Agency. Ever since this country been founded, they have been renting in one building up Mama Point. If you like, I will carry you there right now. It's this president that is building a new building in his second year on 10 acres of land, over 75 offices. I'm not talking about command and control center. Since this country was founded, it's the first time in his second year that we are paying our wise fees. You know, you have the West Africa examination team.
Why?
Yes, we are paying for, the government is paying for the students' fees.
Now,
even Nigeria, they don't have tuition-free universities and colleges. In this country, under this president, in the second year, we have tuition-free universities and colleges. As poor as we are. Can you imagine that? Okay. So think about it for a second. How do we pay all the money here, my brother? It means we have to cut down on the chicken feet, cow foot, and pig feet in one soup. You should eat just pig foot.
Now we don't understand. So I feel you now. So
oh, look, it's so touching. And you just listen and you listen well. I'll be the last to comment on this. But look, imagine the prisons. You know, I wanted to play another tape that will be entitled to the UP being vision rogues, because these are our visions they are bidding on, and the Director General LBS, the current Director General Eugene Facon, have been praising the CDC government. But I wanted to play something during the State of the Nation address so that you can tie it to our friends had the Steve vision. Yeah. Kev, I get super small.
Upon coming to office, my government immediately began forming a new national development plan and counter development agenda, CDA, in the next 5 years. I am pleased to report that the plan and the 15 county agenda have been meticulously developed and validated by stakeholders across the country. They received strong endorsement from the Cabinet, the National Steering Committee, and our international partners, leading to a successful launch on January 15, 2025. This initiated known as the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development, AID, is built on foundations of the Pro-Poor Agenda for Prosperity and the Development and the Agenda for Transformation.
Built on the foundation of the Pro-Poor Agenda. Our Pro-Poor Agenda are the foundation upon which the Unity Party is operating. And it says something very important that a lot of people didn't pick out there. He spoke about issue the development agenda across the country. That is the 2018 Local Governance Act that the CDC administration passed to set the foundation for decentralization and development across the country, the 2018 Local Governance Act. So that's where the Unity Party comes as a group of people who see vision. Okay, because their president himself has admitted that their own arrest agenda is built on the foundation of the Pro-Poor Agenda. And not forgetting the first video that we play that exposes further that the CDC did extremely well in this first year than the Unity Party-led administration. So, Kev, I think you too hard. I will go to ASIC. I see, yeah. So I got to cool you down small.
You know,
small.
So,
yeah. So I say, have your day. Have your day.
Right. During the time Eugene Fagon was in our government, and during the time he said everything we listened to, how many people believe that? Not many persons. But that time, the Unity Party was in opposition, telling the Liberian people that, oh, that lie, where the rule is, we made no rule. But guess what? Go into the arrest agenda, the session on the rules. That document was not produced by CDC or Carlos Gray or Isaac or anybody else. It was produced by the Unity Party. In that document, it confirms exactly what Eugene Fagon, at the time he was a government minister in the CDC government, said. Who I believe that time? Everything he was saying. Who even accepted it? What did the Unity Party say when they were in government, when they were in the opposition? The only thing they made the Liberian people to believe was that Eugene Fagon was lying, and today Eugene Fagon is right now in their government. So if we come here to say that in the history of our country, the CDC government built more roads than any government, they will say, oh no, it ain't true. But you don't have to believe us. Go to Eugene Fagon. If you don't want to believe Eugene Fagon, maybe because he was in the CDC government, go to the arrest agenda, you will see it right there. And that's why we've always said consistently that the George Weah government's level of achievement in Liberia can be matched to no government. If you had a country established since 1822 up to 2018, before you can boast of a certain amount of road network, you should know exactly where you were. Imagine Eugene said it, just to repeat what he said and remains truth today. That from 1847, when Liberia gained independence, up to the time he spoke, the CDC government had paved then double the road network that had been built across Liberia ever. Think about CDC being a government for 12 years. And when he was speaking, CDC was not 6 years yet. I think it was half of CDC's 6-year term.
No, it was 2
If
years.
you were to add the next 3 years that they had on it, and also another 6 years, Liberia would have been a different place. And that's why we continue to argue that the CDC is the government for Liberia. Forget the propaganda. The others from the other side will come and want people to believe what isn't truth. And that's why they will never show evidence. For us, we are playing voices of human beings. We are showing evidence by facts. And like I've said, if you don't believe me, if you don't believe Eugene Fagon, go in the arrest agenda produced by the Unity Party. You will confirm exactly that the CDC indeed was a government of roads. And if you were to give CDC 6 years, although we have the next 6 years, you bet Liberia will be a different place today.
Yeah, okay, Kev. You know, I just wanted to cool you down small before you can fire it.
But let me say this. What Isaac just said, we will cut it and we will post it and we'll show the Liberian people it's in their agenda, the arrest agenda. We will show it. We will show the Liberian people. So probably Isaac will get you, and then we'll send it and we'll show it. It's there. But this is what the idea that we can. I will give it to an Honorable Gray. The idea for us to come up and with this show to prove to the people is there. We'll show more videos of the roads that President we have built. When you listen to the Unity Party folks, all the shows is pictures, plenty talking, no tangibles. But we will show tangibles. We will show every work of our president, George Manawia, His Excellency George Manawia. The reason that we support him.
Just 1 minute. 1 minute, kid. You know that your uncle here. I just want you to just see. A lot of people calling for this video, kid. They said that your uncle.
Upon coming to office, my government immediately began forming a new national development plan and counter development agenda CDA in the next 5 years. I am pleased to report that the plan and the 15 county agenda have been meticulously developed and validated by stakeholders across the country. They received strong endorsement from the Cabinet, the National Steering Committee, and our international partners, leading to a successful launch on January 15, 2025. This initiative, known as the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development, (AID), is built on foundations of the Pro-Poor Agenda for Prosperity and the Development and the Agenda for Transformation.
My brother.
The last thing you saw Richard Kuhn face, he got angry because their president saying it built on the Pro-Poor Agenda. I want everybody to listen to this show right now. Everybody out there, all Liberians. We're not just, this show is not specific to say we are talking to their sedition. We are talking to Liberians. We are going into their minds. Let them understand that they have a government right now with a bunch of scammers. I want them to understand that their president, their leader, their political leader is saying their agenda is based on George Weah ideas. It's based on the ideas of George Weah. That's what Joseph Iman Boka is saying. And listen to the ideas of George Weah. Pro-poor housing for the people. What the people are saying? We're not paying a dime. We're not paying nothing. And you know why George Weah doing that? Because he once lived in that situation. The only person that can feel your pain is who live in that pain. The only person that can feel your pain. Let's face it. And the only person that can move Liberia forward is George Weah. And when you sit with that man, you will know that his heart is in the right place. And let me say this to Liberian people. Some of us not supporting George Weah because he was president for 6 years. We're supporting George Weah because of what he did for Liberia all his life, from the age of 21. That's why. So it's there. The record is there. And that's why we bring in this program to show those things. We'll show the tangibles. We'll show everything. I can't wait for you to bring up the topic of the France and for the France visit.
At the middle of the discussion today.
So we can bring that to the people. But let me say, lastly, people get it. The president right now, their political leader, what he is saying, their agenda is based on the idea of President Weah, the proper agenda. And the proper agenda that we carry is the idea of President Weah. That's what he told us to do, and that's what we are going to do. It is his idea.
So yeah, Kev. So Jeff, my man Jeff, it's not easy. You can pick up on there. But Jeff, I think it's important, Jeff. It's important that we listen to our brother who deflected and went on the other end and became mouthpiece. You know, you were mouthpiece in our government as deputy, but now they elevated him as head of an entity. See how important people with this CDC are. So let's put it on.
Para, since 1847, we gain independence. People in Nigeria gained independence in 1961. 1961.
On a quick get to.
But since 1847, the total number of paved road, Kota Road, Tar Road, Cement Road, all is just 750 kilometers. Since 1847.
Courage now.
Yes, this president took over 2 years now. In his second year, he's paving over 400 kilometers of roads. That's more than half of the total road paved since 1847. Can you imagine that?
So you come and say Liberia people not like road. I mean that they complain.
The ones that they complain, most of them don't complain, but the ones you see complaining, it's like they say, leave the roads, give us job. Look, since we had military since 1847, we've never had a military hospital. We are now building the first military hospital. In fact, the roof is on top of it as we speak, under this president. You know how you have, you people get something in Nigeria like the Federal Police Secret Service. We have our own here, they call it NSA, National Security Agency. Ever since this country been founded, they have been renting in one building up Mama Point. If you like, I will carry you there right now. It's this president that is building a new building in his second year on 10 acres of land, over 75 offices. I'm not talking about command and control center. Since this country was founded, it's the first time in his second year that we are paying our WISE fees. You know, you have the West Africa examination thing.
Why?
Yes, we are paying for, the government is paying for the students' fees.
Now,
even Nigeria, they don't have tuition-free universities and colleges. In this country, under this president, in the second year, we have tuition-free universities and colleges. As poor as we are. Can you imagine that? Okay. So think about it for a second. How do we pay all the money here, my brother? It means we have to cut down on the chicken feet, cow foot, and pig feet in one soup. You should eat just pig foot.
Now we don't understand. So I feel you now. So
cow feet, chicken feet, we got to cut down on it in one soup. We got to cut our pay. President got to cut his pay so that we can do all of these things in 2 years. Just under 2 years, in fact. So Jeff, you can pick up on that. In fact, you're an expert in rural rehabilitation and rural construction.
So thank you, I'm great. And you know, to hear Eugene talking like that, you know, it makes me feel good. Because you see, General, our entire road network is about 13,000 kilometers throughout the countries. Throughout the entire country is 13,000 kilometers. Now, on the 13,000 kilometers, we have only 745 kilometers paved as of 2018 when we took over. So that is just about 5-6% of our entire road network that we pay.
We need to go away. We have
13,000 kilometers in our entire road network in the country.
The entire roads across the country, feeder roads, whatever roads, they 13,000.
Our road network is 13,000 kilometers, yes.
So when CDC came to power in 2018, of the 13,000, how many were paved? How many kilometers?
Only 745 kilometers were paved.
Not even 1,000 came to power. 700 kilometers.
45 kilometers.
13,000 kilometers.
That is just around 5.76% of the entire road network.
Let me read. You said 700 and how many kilometers of road?
745 kilometers as of 2018.
745, okay.
Yeah.
So, and then how many kilometers of roads were paved?
So when we took over, initially, we did our entire assessment. We said, okay, we projected to paving up to 829.2 kilometers. That was our projection. When we started our implementation, because we wanted to push it up to like 6.4% of our road within the first year. So, you know, COVID came in and everything. But at the end of our entire tenure, we had up to 386.1 kilometers paved. Paved with quota, some of them concrete, yes, but paved in 6 years. That is including COVID, when all the companies left the country, when all constructions were halted. But we still paved up to 386.1 kilometers.
Jeff,
that alone.
No, Jeff, wait.
That alone is about 3% of our entire road network. That means,
Jeff, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Get the people to roll down so they can get it out there.
Yeah.
We have 745 kilometers of road paved since 1847.
Yes, up to 2018.
Yeah, up to 2018.
Yeah.
745 kilometers. That's what you said.
Yes. Yes.
We paved, before we left, we have paved 386.1 kilometers. Am I right?
Yes.
So it means that, what it means, if you do the mathematics, if you subtract 386.1 kilometers from 745, you will be left with. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it means you will be left with 358.9. Am I clear?
Yes. So in short, General, we did more than half of the paving of our road from 1847 to 2018. From 2018 to 2023,
exactly
more than half of what were already paved. And that was inclusive of the time of COVID. That was inclusive. And not only that, when we got through with all the paving we're doing, General, we left serious contracts ongoing. We left serious contract ongoing that they are now implementing. And they will continue to implement what we left because we did the heavy lifting for almost all the major highways. We did all the heavy lifting. And we expected that when we turn over this country, by then we'll be finished connecting all our county capitals. That was the agenda of the president. He wanted all our county capital to be connected by pavement. Everywhere. Look, take for example, the RIA road. That road, when we started it, the Unity Party guy said it was bad for our country. In fact, that was the wrong thing we're doing. We will cause accidents. We will cause people to die on that road. We were corrupt. We were this one. We were this one. Even Honorable McGay got affected because of that road. And today is the only meaningful project they got to point to. I remember one time, General, somebody came, a visitor came to visit us from Turkey. The lady arrived at the airport around 10 o'clock. I sent the driver to pick her up. While bringing her, the lady started shouting in the car. The lady said the driver was trying to kidnap her because they were driving into the darkness. The road was narrow and they were driving into the darkness. They had to take her back to the hotel. She slept there in the morning before they brought her to town. I mean, that is how terrible that road used to be. But when President Weah took over, he said this cannot be, he cannot continue to live like we're living in the 1700s. This is the 21st century we're living in. Our road cannot look like this. Do you know that the Unity Party had a whole concession agreement to just pave roads right around the town, including the road leading to former President Ellen Johnson's farm? Those were the concession agreement they had with the company. The president said, no, that money, that agreement you have to convert it, you have to revisit it and put it on the RRA road. We fought to do that. We fought with the legislature. We did everything possible to ensure that the RRA road stopped. And today you can see what's happening on that road. You can see what's happening on that road today. It's the only meaningful project this government has to point to. If we had not started that project, by now, the Unity Party will have nothing to do. Nothing, completely. And I'm getting information that they are changing the drawings, the specification of the roads. They are reducing it, but yet and still they are increasing the cost of the road. We're still watching to see how they will end it, and we hope that they will be able to end it, because the speed at which they're moving is not satisfactory. When they took over, they were moving because we have paid the contractor the second payment. So that money we paid was what the contractor was using right after they took over. So they did not do anything. Now you notice the road work has slowed down significantly. You live on that road, on the grid, you see right now there's no work going on completely. They say that rainy season, yes, but there are works that can be done during the rainy season, especially given the condition of the road now. But they've stopped work almost completely. And we're looking forward, we are hoping that this dry season, they will start construction again, because we paid most of the money for that road. We hope they will not change the specification. We hope they will not change the specification. We hope they will keep it to the standard we left it, because we want that road to be a first-class road. That was the dream of the former president. That was the dream of President Weah. He wanted that road to be a first-class road from our airport straight to our city. The lighting system, everything have been in place in the contract. Look, great, when that road is completed to the specification we left it, that road will be an express road, be the first of its kind in our country. And we're looking forward and hoping that this government will do just what they see on the paper, or even improve it. Hoping that happens.
Okay, Jeff. But Jeff, brother, you people struck very important points. And I will come from a quick legislative standpoint. Then I will do it into the little politics of it. Look, when a president of the republic uses that podium to address the nation, the state of the nation, and says to the people that, look, my agenda is built on Weah agenda. That is the Propo. My arrest agenda is built on the foundation of the Propo agenda. You know what it says? It says that Weah was doing well. Excellent, not only well, but excellent, A+. That's what it means. So I would not deviate. That's the argument by President Weah. He said you would not deviate from the plans of President Weah. That President Weah already laid a foundation upon which I will stand on. You know, in geography, we call it a granite rock, like strong rock. Yeah, keep your guess on in your hometown. Very strong rock that you can stand on, that foundation. President Weah built, like Manima. Okay, that's why Bweka is standing on now to see the wall, like that foundation. So there can be no argument by our friends on the other side that we did nothing. If we did nothing, why are you picking on what we did to execute? The next thing here is that there's a law that we passed. We call the Local Governance Act. If you listen to President Obama, he said the 15 counties development agenda that entails within decentralization to develop the counties. That's a law that we passed. That's a law that was signed in 2018 by President Weah. So these guys, they have no new vision. Absolutely. In 1 year to 2 years, we already built a referral hospital. Minimum. a referral hospital. Eugene Facon admitted to that. That is the 14 military hospital. In 1 year in the health sector, they can show no clinic. I'm not talking about hospital. Even a health center or a clinic constructed by the government, they cannot show it in 1 year time. Absolutely zero. Another thing that we need to know, and we can put the bet on the table, there is no university in Africa, the entire Africa, that is as cheap as the University of Liberia. If you won't believe it, you pay $15 to $20 maximum every semester on activity fees. At the University of Liberia, the whole semester are $15 in fact. One semester, no university in Africa. You go run out and say it's free, it's not totally free. We took tuition up. That's one of the greatest things that the government ever did. But the worst issue is there, yeah. We took care of that. But if you listen to Fagon, he was very clear. He articulated. So how can you go out to the public and tell the public this time the CDC did nothing when you articulated the views of the CDC? So our mission here, our objective here, is to speak to the Liberian people, not just sedition, to speak to them, to tell them, look, we have better alternatives. We provide a better developmental agenda for the country. They failed. Now, we move to the next subject matter, and that is very important. It has to do with the foreign travel. You want to say something before we leave?
Yeah, on the road issue, please. I mean, these are things. General Gray, I just posted something in the chat room. I will really appreciate if you can kindly put it up here. And you know, it is important to see
technology now, the way you put it there.
Yeah, no, take your time. I'll be talking while you put it on, because you know it is important how people see. The truth is, the weird government did not lose the election because it didn't perform. We didn't win because propaganda overpowered what we did. If we were to do our homework to ensure we stood up in the face of all of the lies, there is no way, even the election who have gone to a second round. And that's the reason why I wanted you to please post on the screen for the people to see, because at least it was laid on Facebook for a long time, on those things that we achieved. I don't want it to be from us. Jeff laid down a perfect picture of what we met and what we left. I just wanted to add this by facts and evidence that indeed we are government did what no other government have ever done or will do for Liberia. These are by the facts presented to you by the Unity Party government, not even the CDC. Now, what General Gray will be putting up here is not an evidence from the CDC, but it is an evidence from the Unity Party on the CDC's achievement when the CDC was in government. And that's what we want our people to see. Now, they have an agenda they call a rest agenda. In that agenda, they place facts because they had to show baseline. Baseline who mean where they actually met things, what had existed before they came in. And thanks to them, they showed exactly all of those things that we've said. And don't forget, Eugene Fagon stated on that clip that indeed, before the Weir-led government came to power, we had this X amount of roads, but up to this time, we have faced almost double the road network that existed since 1847. And we want to show that by evidence, not just in words. And that's the reason I've always said for me, that one thing that we failed in very rightly is we did not counter the lies and propaganda so effectively that our people could hear and see by evidence. We left things just like that. And in our belief, the people who have looked through all of those things. But the truth is, words matter. So the guys actually wrote on our weakness to confuse the minds of the Liberian people, making them to believe that the Joria government achieved nothing. How can a government that achieved nothing be the same government you are quoting? And what General Gray is looking at, I know the man is not technology man, he's suffering. This is what the arrest agenda says. It is on page 87. My people, Please go to the arrest agenda on page 87, where they have transportation paved roads. Previous up to 2017. You got it?
I don't want you attacking so.
Oh yeah, small.
Because the level of energy that we put behind in destroying the WEA government, it was just way too much. We fought so hard.
The picture, I put a picture in it. Yeah, picture, not the video. So as you are looking at it,
you got
on where they have transportation paved road. This is what the Unity Party said. The same Unity Party that said the CDC government didn't achieve anything. That's what they said. They said up to 2017, meaning from 1847 to 2017, the total road network that was paved, 745 kilometers. Up to 2017, that's what they said. 745 kilometers.
45, yeah.
Now, according to them, from 2018 to 2022, not even inclusive of 2023, up to 2023, the total paved road network Liberia had was 1,275. This is why Unity Party said.
Because the level of energy that
do your math. From 745 to 1,275. That means from 2018 to 2022, the CDC government have paved close to 600 kilometers of roads. Compare that to 745, it tells you it is almost double the total road network that existed from 1847. This is the government the people said didn't do nothing. And we are not the ones saying it. Again, this is from the arrest agenda, page 87, where you have paved roads. I wish General Gray can absolutely put this on so that our people can see. All I can say is that our government failed. They failed one place on propaganda. Thank you, General Gray. So let's look at this with our eyes. This is from the rescue agenda. This is the rescue government.
I say, you okay now?
Yes, very okay.
Okay, let me say small.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So this is the arrest agenda. This is something that President Bwaka signed. This is not from CDC. You see transportation paved roads. They said previous 745 kilometers up to 2017. That's what they said. Between 2018 to 2022, we had 1,275 road paved. This is what the rescue government said. Do your math. 1,275 minus 745, you will have something around 500 something going to 600. What this is, it says that the George Weah government, within at least 4 to 5 years, paved as much road in Liberia as Liberia had from 1847. And my people, don't forget, the Unity Party had 12 years of that 745. So if you were to divide this by the amount of years Liberia existed, you will see that in 12 years, Unity Party paved maybe around 45, maybe around 100, 120 kilometers, as compared to George Weah's almost 600 kilometers in 5 years. These are the evidence that exists for which today we remain proud of the government that we served. Because we know, outside of propaganda, the reality of things that happen prove that George Weah is the best person to be president of our country. And that's the reason why we consistently inform our people so that their eyes can see the lies that were told and the truth that exists. We just presented you one from the rescue document, not from the CDC government. They are confirming what Eugene Fagon said. But these are the same people that will want the Liberian people to believe that George Weah didn't do anything. That is a clear contradiction, and that's why we are here to show all of these things that our people can be.
We got to move on. Well, guess what, Jeff? You understated. Jeff, the rescue document proved that we paved 530 kilometers of road. Because if you subtract 745 from 1,275, is 530. So since 1847, we paved more road combined. We're almost all the government. We almost caught up with the entire government, with all the governments. We almost caught up with them in 6 years.
And it was because of the COVID, in fact, that we did not do even more than that. If there hadn't been COVID,
I agree with you. But you stop
about
Jeff.
more than that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, but you stop. Here's the point that you start, Jeff, kid. There's the point that Jeff stopped. But Jeff, Jeff said something. When they left, they decided to pave road to President Sadi Horse. They decided to pave road to farm. They decided to pave road to Boyka Farm in Bomi County.
Yeah.
All of us, as a member of the Committee on Investment, and the Ministry of Public Works came to us and made a case. They said, no, why should we be paving Boyka Farm Road? So what we need to divert that money to RIA. That's how the expansion project for the RIA came about. It's because we decided not to pave road to people's personal farms, but to pave road to one of the gateways of the economy of the Republic of Liberia, and that is the RIA. That's the ingenuity that Jeff and other people brought to the table. So when I hear the people talking to be frank with you, look, they know much.
Great, correct. Truly, East International. Well, they brought East International in 2010, right? It was to pave their own road.
So Jeff,
when President Weah came in,
we'll give you 1 minute because we got 30 more minutes to go. 34 more minutes.
Okay, yeah. When East International came in 2010, they brought East International in, right? It was to pave their own road to their homes, right? President Weah came in and said it's a waste. It's a waste. Let's pave the RIA road, which it was a death trap. People were dying on that road. Our international partners traveling on that road. President Weah said, let's pave that RIA road. Let's fix it. Which Senator McGill got into trouble with because even though they brought East International, they turned around and said it's Senator McGill company. And that was false.
No, actually, it's not the point. The United Party brought East International.
Yes.
And we didn't have problem doing business with East International. We say, okay, do the RIA road for us. Yeah. No problem. But the funds to these other areas, we got to divert those funds towards an international expert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
so,
sir.
Yes. And the last one I brought East International. But guess what? The guys they brought for East International are doing business with them today.
Of course. Kevin with them. So
let's rest on that one. Maybe your closing statement. The travel
before we leave.
Yeah, no, Jeff. We got to do that because
go ahead.
Otherwise,
go ahead.
Because guess what? We got to discuss the issue of the president trips. But before we go to that, there's something important on the issue of how Liberia got on the national security, a member of the United Nations Security Council.
Yes.
Having said that, they go to President Weah's 6th State of the Nation address in 2023, January of 2023, when he addressed the legislature. We need to go there and listen on how we led the process, set the foundation, and it's not a dispute. It's an established fact. The instruments say fait accompli. That we laid the foundation, we set everything. Liberia was contesting with no other country for a seat from Africa. Liberia and DR, they were the only two countries that were not contesting. It was a foregone conclusion. Listen to President Weah in the State of the Nation address. We want our people to listen, and I hope Seditians and other people can run with this. Our friends even at the United Party, they need to learn the facts. And this is the fact.
Now I'd like to make an important announcement about a singular and unprecedented honor that is about to be bestowed on Liberia. Although this event will not take place until 2026, all the diplomatic activities leading to this success have been undertaken by my administration in honor of my personal initiative and directive. During the period under review, Liberia's expenditure for a seat on the United Nations Security Council as a non-permanent member for 2026-2027 period.
Sorry, we have to go away a little bit. There's a little bit problem we have.
Now I'd like to make an important announcement about a singular and unprecedented honor that is about to be bestowed on Liberia. Although this event will not take place until 2026, all the diplomatic activities leading to this success have been undertaken by my administration in honor of my personal initiative and directive. During the period under review, Liberia's candidature for a seat on the United Nations Security Council as a non-permanent member for 2026-2027 period. This episode of Liberia for a seat on the UN Security Council was also unanimously endorsed by African group of ambassadors and the United Nations. I'm happy to announce that the election for Liberia to sit on the Security Council as a non-permanent member of the 2026-27 period will be held in New York in 2025. Needless to say, this will be a very proud moment for our nation and represent the full acceptance of Liberia among the community of nations as a responsible country capable of making significant contribution to global peace and security and safety on the United Nations Security Council. World peace. Imagine the significance of the journey we have traveled over the past 2 decades from being a war-torn country, ravaged and destroyed by civil war, that lasted for 15 years, which required the deployment of the largest United Nations peacekeeping force at a time, only to bring peace to our troubled land, and now having a seat on the Security Council of the very United Nations that have been set to save us from ourselves. We have the right to be thankful for that. President Pro Tempore and members of the 54 legislation, the road network of our country continues to remain the focus, the passion of my administration. Today,
I don't know what to say. I'm speechless because President Weah laid the foundation in the State of the Nation address in 2023. He announced to the Liberian people through the legislature that indeed by 2025, we will become a member of the United Nations Security Council for 2 years up to 2027. Because he said it's my own personal initiative that he led for West Africa to endorse Liberia, for the African Union to endorse Liberia, and for the world to endorse Liberia. So it was just a formality. In 2025, for President Boyka, a foreign ministry, to go and say, yeah, Liberia will now be on the United Nations Security Council. But Kev, we just want you to go to the travels, you go to the UN Security Council, we'll try to give you 4 minutes, at least, at most, not at least, 4 minutes, so that you can dive into it sufficiently. The two consistent subject matter, foreign travel, what he brought to this country, all of the foreign travel, the visa issue, the plane that he flew, going to France beside the United States of America, and the issue of the Security Council, the fallacy they've been running around with.
Thank you, Gray. Let me say this. 2 years before 2023, there was we all knew that Sierra Leone occupied that position at the Non-Security Council. Next in line was supposed to be Guinea-Bissau or the country. President Weah flew to Guinea-Bissau, if you remember. Spoke with Sissoko, pleading to him that Liberia should be on that non-security. And Guinea-Bissau back out because of the influence of President Weah in Guinea-Bissau. And President Weah, since then, President Weah and the Foreign Minister Kimi have been working with that. They've been lobbying with all other countries, even prominent seats, all other countries. Let's make this point very clear. That particular non-prominent seat was done and dusted. It was uncontested. Mark that word, uncontested. Because the heavy lifting was done by President Weah. The heavy lifting. You know, some of us had the opportunity to meet the president of Guinea-Bissau, Sissoko, at the UN. And we spoke. I can send a picture. We had an opportunity to meet the president of Guinea-Bissau through the Excellencies and President George Manuel. So we know. So it's sometime when I see, you know, President Weah, I'm not going to say I feel bad because this is President Weah's legacy, but the lies by this government to claim that because of them, the effort that we got the non-prominent seat is deceiving, misleading, and that shows how criminal this president, Joseph Imamboka, is. It's the worst criminal in the history of Liberia. He will go down in the worst criminal. I don't know how Liberia will accept such a evil guy. Because everything was done. It's uncontested. It was done. It's finished. All Liberia needed to do is to show up. But they act like they did something. No. And we have the document. We will show the Liberian people. Today is a test. We do nothing here. We do nothing here. Today is just a warm-up. But we'll bring out documents.
Test the mic 1 2. Test the mic 1 2.
Test the mic 1 2. That's what we're doing. We'll bring out all the documents to show the Liberian people that this was done by George Manuel Weah. He flew to Guinea-Bissau. He went around. It's there. The document was stated clear. If you don't believe me, you know who you should believe? The German ambassador. We'll play that video. What the German ambassador? The German ambassador thanked the George Manuel Weah.
Yeah.
Don't believe me. Hey, call me a full sedition. Insult me. I'm okay with that. But the German ambassador said it clear, and we'll play that video.
So
yeah. Let me end on the traveling with the president. They came to power. You know, the favorite line by Isaac Dole, you campaign with lies.
Don't interrupt you, I'll put you in the back.
You will not govern with lies. You will not govern with lies. So long we are living, you will not govern with lies. You told the Liberian people that flying private jet is wrong. Amen. You told the Liberian people, but the first thing you did is to use BMA to the jet to fly to your hometown, which person we have never did. You took a private jet from RRA straight to Europe. You did everything. And you turn around and you say to the Liberian people, we use you guys because they feel that the Liberian people are stupid. That's what they feel. That's what they are saying. They are saying they are stupid. And we're saying the Liberian people are not stupid. We're saying the Liberian people are very intelligent. And they will show you in 2029 because you cannot govern by lies and criminal behavior. They are scammers. You use private jets. You use the private jet. Every corner you go in, you use a private jet. And then President Weah went to France. In the heart of COVID, General Gray, in the heart of COVID, people were dying in Europe and America. Fly. And let me say this a little quick. President Weah, under President Weah regime, COVID was the lowest. Liberian civil servants stay home, will pay on time. Will pay. So President Weah went there. When President Weah came back, some of that money of the 10 million plus went to the Invisible Pact, and most of all, go behind the Invisible Pact, you will see homes that our people were living in squalor, were living in the bottomless pit. They were living in this. President Weah went there and built their homes. Go there, go to the Invisible Pact. Don't believe me. Go there and see it yourself. They're there through the effort of President Weah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You'll come back. Please, Jeff. Jeff, you can be talking.
So when it comes to the UN Security Council, only one thing I gotta say: the brilliance of President Weah's leadership led to another country giving up that term to be on the Security Council and giving it to Liberia. That was brilliant. That was beyond our regular leadership. It would have never happened under this government. In fact, Waka doesn't even have the ability to even have that kind of negotiation with another president. And that is leadership. Very strong leadership. To make your fellow president to give up his position on the Security Council and give it to you. To see them running around and celebrating that they made Liberia to be part of the security, to be a non-voting member on the Security Council. That is funny. That shows that this government is so immature. They're so incompetent. It was simple for them to say, we want to thank the former president for what he did, the efforts he made to make sure that Liberia got her seat on the Security Council. That would have been something better for this government to do. You have still taken some amount of praises, but to condemn the work he did, to condemn everything he did to bring us to this stage, that was irresponsible on the part of the government. And I blame squarely on the foreign minister. She should have known better than that. She should have advised the president better. But however, that is unity party for you. And let's talk about the president's foreign travels, right? The president has spent millions, if not billions, on foreign travels. Can you point to one thing he has gotten for all his foreign travels? And for me, I'm watching, right? I'm watching. The president visited France and he visited UAE. When he came back, we got about $10 million from there. President Weah also came back from UAE with the hospital in Bapolu. I'm waiting to see what will Joseph Boakai bring back to this country. I'm waiting to see what benefit Liberians, the ordinary Liberians, are going to get from this travel. Because he has traveled all his life and there's nothing he brought back. Nothing. Nothing completely. So we want to see at the same France that President Weah visited. It's the same France he's visiting. Right after that, President Weah went to UAE, he went to Dubai. When he came from Dubai, he brought the hospital in Bapolu. That is the exact same trend you are taking. This is why President Weah said we lead and they follow. And you will continue to follow us. President Weah went to France, you go in France. From France, he went to UAE. From France, you going to the UAE. We're looking at you, Mr. Boakai. Let's see what you're going to bring back. The first trip President Weah made to France, he brought $10 million back. And I said, though, you can attest to that because you work with that funding. When he went to UAE, he brought back the hospital, state-of-the-art hospital in Bapolu. What are we going to benefit from this trip made by Joseph Boakai? What are we going to benefit? All his useless travels. And, you know, it baffles me when people say we are not patriotic because we don't praise the government for anything good they are doing. But in my mind, the government not doing anything good. But aside from that, when President Weah was flying private jet in the interest of our people, you guys condemn it. The Unity Party guys condemn it vehemently. They say the president shouldn't be riding private jet. But since Joseph Boakai came to power, he even, and the difference is that Joshua used to ride private jet only for international trips. But now Joseph Boakai riding private jet for local trips. The last time he flew from Monrovia to Lofa, to Vontima, with private jet. You can imagine that. So at least, President, we are only traveling on foreign trips. But Boakai is even traveling locally with private jet. That's how bad it is. And that's the hypocrisy of the Unity Party. What they condemn during our administration is what they're praising now. When we condemn it, then they say we are unpatriotic. No, we're not. We are the true patriot. If we were wrong 6 years ago, it's wrong now. Let's work for the Liberian people. Let's help the Liberian people. We cannot condemn something because we want to come to power, and then when we come to power, the same thing we condemn is the same thing we do. And you're even doing it and causing more loss to the country because all Boakai foreign travel brings nothing back to this country. Nothing comes back to this country. Nothing. There has been nothing they pointed to. They say, oh, this is what we did. This is what we brought from this particular trip. All they do is to deepen ties. We're tired with deepening ties. You spend our money to go on foreign travels and foreign trips. We want you to bring something back to the country. We want to benefit from something, not deepening ties. We're tired with deepening ties. We're tired with that. So, if you can't bring anything, use the money, use it for your foreign travel, and buy drugs and put it at JFK. Put chairs in the school at the university. Pin the university. Do something for your people. Don't waste our money on foreign travel. Some of the trips you're making, Boakai, you don't need to go yourself. Send your foreign minister, any of your minister, one of them can go and attend because they are all useless trips. You're bringing nothing back to our country but depleting our money.
Because of time.
Yeah. So,
I know you get your bazooka set.
Yeah. Let me add on to you, but a little bit of correction. President Weah flew private jet before he being president. President Weah flew private jet when he was president, not on government budget.
Thank you.
President Weah is flying private jet after his presidency. President Baka has never flew in private jets since he was born some 200 years ago. After his presidency, he will not fly in private jet. That means President Baka is using the money that should have gone to buy medicine, the money that should have gone to pay teachers, the money that should have gone to pay the chiefs to fly private jet. We challenge United Party to bring any expense on government for President Weah's use of private jet. President Weah is a global icon. President Weah has connections. And that's the reason why, as we speak today, he still goes to Ghana, to Africa, to Tanzania on private jet. Are you saying President Baka's government is paying the private jet company too? No. Even before being president, he was in private jet. So that is a clear different thing. The only thing though, the Unity Party managed at all costs to make the Liberian people see a president getting in private jet to be a demon. But today, the demon has been dressed in a fan clothes. Once the puppet gets in a private jet, man, and he goes, the only thing he brings back pictures with deepening ties. With deepening ties. Liberia has deepened almost all of the ties, but the country is too hard. So I was asking myself, though, what is on President Baka's face for which the same places President Weah went and brought something when the puppet go there and nothing can come from there? What is really happening? Hey, the first trip President Baka, President Weah, I would say, talked to France. You know who he met? Emmanuel Macron. You know who President Baka met? Emmanuel Macron. You know where? In Paris. The same Paris that President Weah went to. Right here. The same hair-bought greetings. The same everything. You see it right here. How come President Weah managed to come with 10 million when he was returning and President Baka came back with dignitas and pictures? How come? And when we were there, oh, the 10 million, bro, that 8 or 8. This is the time where we have the privilege to set the record. 5 million of that 10 million was used as budgetary support. Go to the 2017, 2018, or 2018, 2019 budget year, you will see that money there. 5 million. Just go there, you will see government of France, you will see it there. In addition to that, 5 million of that was used for youth development purposes through the World Bank implemented by Mexico. Go on Mexico website, type youth or youth development, you will see everything they did.
As the deputy minister, youth and sports talking.
Oh yeah, as we speak today.
Deputy minister, but we're elevating now. We're elevating.
As we speak today, there is a modernized youth development center in Magibi. That center was as the result of President Weah's money that came from France. As we speak today, I know of a lot of young people who own their own businesses. Example, right by the Ministry of Youth and Sports, there's a little gentleman with his tailoring shop. Before that tailoring shop, he was a Zogo. It was that project that made him today, he got a tailoring shop. He even sold clothes for my former boss man. So I was him. These are hardcore evidence. My only disappointment in that money is that some of it didn't go to Maryland County, my county. Because I know when that money came or were making the plan, I was only a deputy minister now. It wasn't easy. But I kept pushing so America to carry some of the money to Maryland and better the people's life. I even sent recommendation. I did all kinds of things. When the French government people came, they say, you know what? We have already earmarked 4 counties. Maryland wasn't into it. I said, if Maryland wasn't there, let's try to put Maryland. When I small said there, go there. I fought. That was my only disappointment, Kev. I wish you were there to help me. That was my only disappointment. But however, people in Buchanan, in Magibi, in Mosurado benefited. Actual human being. The money gave grain where people started their little businesses. It helped people expand their businesses. It built youth centers. It helped people gain knowledge on looking for job, maintaining job. These are evidence. How come President Boakai went to the same place? He came with depenitized. So we're calling the depenitized president now. Because every time the president fly, the next time he come back, Liberia depenitized with Taiwan, Liberia depenitized with Tanzania. How many more tasks are we going to deepen? President Boakai brings something that benefits the people. And you keep bringing depenitized. How big? Look, yes.
People need to understand great. People need to understand Macron and President Weah.
I said, who this?
This is Kev Hassan with the president of, is it Mozambique?
Guinea? No, Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau president. And Kev is shaking hands with the
president
because of one movie.
Gave Liberia a chance to become a member of the United Nations Security Council.
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Bottom of history.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bottom of history.
This was done by the leadership. President Weah.
Kev was depenitized. Kev was depenitized.
How much African leaders respect George Weah? How much respect?
I will not be there. This is a green room at the UN. I will not be sitting there, right? If it's not because of President Weah. This is 2023.
Again, there is how much leaders, African leader, world leader, respect President Weah. That's how much they respect him. To allow a sitting president to give up his turn up to becoming a member on the Security Council to allow Liberia. This is leadership.
I say,
this is leadership.
Jeff, please let us conclude, then we will proceed. I say, Jeff, conclude so that I can talk.
Just to pass on, Kev, you were over there trying to help President Weah give Liberia U.S. Security Council seat. If that were President Boakai that were depenitized, they were coming discussing over there. It was only going to be depenitized. He came back with depenitized. But again, back to the issue. My people, President Weah had a real agenda for Liberia. Our agenda was not embedded in propaganda. We did not believe in government that we needed to run a successful government based on lies. So we try as much as possible to say the truth. But the guys who were saying the lies were so powerful and their lies were so catchy. And that's the reason why today, if you were to ask Liberians, why did you vote against George Weah? Things they will mention to you. They will say George Weah killed auditors. But today, government ain't persecuting nobody for killing auditors. They will say George Weah takes 16 billion. But today, government ain't persecuting anybody for 16 billion. They will say George Weah brought Kush. But today, these are all the reasons why people voted against President Weah. And the truth here is that those were based on lies. Unfortunately for us as government, we did not stand up strong to counter these lies. And that's the reason I'm so excited that now we are free, not in government, that we can come back with the sincere truth. Like if I say the government of France gave Liberia 10 million and youth development benefited 5 million, I cannot stop. I can ask people to go to Mexico's website and just type youth development. You will see everything. Everyone that benefited, how much they gave each person, what businesses was established. You will see it. Those are real Liberians. I only wish some of that money funding who have gone to Meriden County, then I would have been more than the happiest person on earth. That's what I push for because I want my county to get some. But how be it? Once Liberians benefited from President Weah's travel, I was so excited. Comes to President Boakai, we are depenitized. Don't forget we are depenitized.
I say, you gotta be fair. Not because from Meriden myself on Kidman, but every county benefited.
MOU president.
I was the one there. How can I be the one signing document and then some of the document I sign that go to my county?
Every country benefited one way or the other from different things.
No. You were not there.
I said oral.
I called D12. I said D12. I can't be signing document and then some of the money I'm signing going to my county.
I said at the end of the day, we want people to cancel it because what they will say, they say, I say in Southern America, ain't benefit nothing. No, every country benefited different thing at different point in time.
Oh no, there were different issues. I'm talking about this particular issue.
The way one man can lie,
Meriden County got the highest cash transfer program in Liberia under our government. Cash transfer. That's true.
I said, why you want to say that?
On the Mexico
No, because the topic is the issue of France.
I tell you, got to go to all right. I gave you 30 seconds to say that.
No. You're right. The topic is the issue of funds. But Meriden County, on us, there were a lot of things done. Meriden County currently has the highest cash transfer program in the entire Liberia. The highest cash transfer program from the users funding that was a partner with government under our administration. There are a lot of things we can talk about there. I'm only talking about specifically this money that came from the French government in the first round. Because man, I got behind. I wanted for everything to go Meriden, brother. Everything. Yeah, I didn't want.
It's my time. I can't mute all of y'all. It's my time.
So Isaac, I'm on the Mexico website, and I'm seeing what you're talking about.
Jeff will soon be closing, so let me speak. Then you will count your closing, please. The great Jeff. Yeah. So okay, gentlemen, you have said it all. Let's just chip in a little bit on the visa issue. I don't know what people are dancing about the visa issue. I don't really know. Because this visa initiative under the doctrine of reciprocity, diplomatic reciprocity, early here inside, George, we are here inside. In fact, Ambassador McCarthy was met on this. And Liberia had to do some things. And one of those things, we had to extend the years on the diplomatic passport, for example. We had to extend it. There were certain criteria Liberia had to reach. And one of the important things was that, in conclusion, one of the important things on that was that once Liberia provide 3 years, because you know Liberia used to get 3 months, 6 months to people, the higher Liberia used to get 1 year. So once Liberia opened up for 3 years to the Americans, they reciprocated. That's why you see in our statement, the Liberian government herself said reciprocity. And when you talk about reciprocity, it means
English there, reciprocity.
Yeah, reciprocity. The Liberian government wrote reciprocity. It means give and take. You gave me this, I gave you this. And what was it? If you gave me 3 years, I gave you 3 years. That's a big deal. How many persons in Liberia will get 3 years? Even when they were giving 1 year, they gave you 1 year, sometimes they can tell you enter America one time. On the airport, they can make that determination. Why should we be dancing when we have the greatest start to the United States of America, when Ghana can get 5 years, just of late, and we're dancing because of 3 years? Come on, man. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame to the country. Okay? On a very serious note, that's a shame. We don't need to dance for it. The people will say that the 3-year visa that the market will in the market. Liberia is in a strategic. The CDC government put Liberia in the most strategic position since the 60s. When Liberia was a member of the United Nations Security Council, we committed a troop to DR Congo. Liberia was in the Congo during the Congo crisis. We were a member of the United Nations Security Council, a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. 15 members, 5 are permanent and 10 non-permanent. We're there. Since 1960, Liberia never saw that place. That's why President Weah said, on my personal initiative, going to Guinea-Bissau to talk to a counterpart, going to West Africa. Do you know we should have had ECOWAS, chair ECOWAS? We gave that up to Nigeria. We said because we want Liberia to be on the United Nations Security Council, Nigeria, we need your support. We gave you the chairmanship of ECOWAS. My friend from Guinea-Bissau will give you this one, but Liberia needs that. The Grand White ECOWAS agreed, they endorsed it. The AU agreed, they endorsed it. All of our ambassadors were involved. Love came here or hate came here. He was involved as an ambassador. The United Nations, the USA, all the superpowers. The 2 countries from Africa initially, the DR Congo and Liberia. Nobody was contesting against them. Nobody was challenging DR Congo and Liberia. We laid the foundation. So the president said, my personal initiative. And I instructed my ambassadors across the world to the United Nations, to the United States, to the African Union, to ECOWAS, to Nigeria, Ghana, and other countries. I instructed them, lead this foundation. Let's lay this foundation. And the president announced in his State of the Nation address in January of 2023 that by 2025, Liberia will become a member of the United Nations Security Council. Will be there for 2 years up to 2027. Let me tell you some of the things you'll start saying before they will say, oh, that boy, I know. These are some of the things you'll start saying. Every member of the United Nations Security Council will chair the Security Council meeting at a point in time. 15 members, 2 years. So 15 months in 2 years, everyone will have a time to chair, including Liberia. Then 9 months will remain, then they will rotate again to go to the 9th country from the 1st to the 9th. They will stop there. So when you see Liberia chairing the United Nations Security Council, not because Joseph Boakai worked for you. No. That because we lay the foundation, we say, go take it. The whole world said this one for Liberia. So when Joseph Boakai go there to chair the United Nations Security Council, our men will be running, that beating, no. We set the foundation, we clear everything, we say, but now we announce. It was good that President Weah announced that by 2026, our country, 2025, 2026, will be a member of the United Nations Security Council. It was good that he announced that. Gentlemen, otherwise, and we're in the most strategic international position. All the permanent members, China will be inviting us because they need our vote. Russia will invite us. France will invite us. That's why Boakai went to France recently. The United States of America will invite us. Great Britain will invite us because they all need our votes. That's what we did for Liberia. Upon our sweat, our blood, our revolutionary sweat, blood, and tears, that's a unity party is living on. But see this. Boakai flew to France on private jet. He brought zero. We brought 10 million United States dollars. When our negotiation and agreement, we brought more. Physical cash, we brought 10 million. Boakai brought nothing. I already said how we use the money. $10 million. Boakai brought nothing. Boakai will be flying to the UAE. One President Weah went to the UAE, see what we brought by. I said, I wasn't there.
My brother, Jantek Hospital, Emory Hospital in Babulu.
That is one of the most sophisticated hospitals in Africa, not just Liberia. For UAE, you will be bringing promises again.
Deepening ties.
You talk to other people and say you want to bring buses. Guess what? I saw the release from NTA that 35 buses. One President Weah spoke to India and see what we brought. 45 buses, 3 weeks free. Boakai brought 35 buses in 2 years. 35. They say some of them may not be moving because they get spare part challenges. They brought some, they got factory faults.
Exactly.
Some of the buses that Boakai brought get factory faults.
Yes.
But look at President Weah brought 45 buses. You want to compare? There's 2023, look at December 2019, I mean. 45 buses. 3 weeks, we say, all right, free.
In the heart of COVID.
Yeah, in the heart of COVID. Gentlemen, there's a good show. I must commend each and every one of you for coming tonight. We got to close in the last 8 minutes. So, we appreciate were we to go just 2 minutes maximum each. And then we'll start with our man, Kev Hassan, because you got to go on another program.
Okay. Let me just inform our people and Liberian people out there. This is a test program today. It's just a test. It's just a teaser, as Honorable Gray said. But we will come with the facts. We will bring everything to the table. and we promise to bring our people to explain some of the details. Because during President Weah regime, people will say, why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about this? Because we felt that it was the duty of the government, not something to brag, to boast of. President Weah will not brag because there's a motorcade. He's not going to brag on that in France. He's not going to brag because he gets 10 million. He's not going to brag because President Weah don't brag on doing things for the Liberian people. Not this government will brag on a Joseph Iman Boga sit and exchange flag with the president of Kosovo and they put it on there. President, we are not going to do that. So, we hearing Gray, Isaac, Do, and Jeff, we hearing the same thing that why you guys were not talking about it. But we want to tell the people we're not going to brag. Even this picture, I got it. We're not bragging of this. I got a lot of pictures with different presidents. The king of Swaziland, I have picture. The president of Mozambique, I have picture with different presidents. But we don't use this to brag. Because people, President, we feel that when you do things for the people of Liberia, it's not about bragging because he been doing that. But because they try to challenge us, and President Weah did not do anything, so we will bring it to the people and we will tell them and we will show evidence. We're not going to, on this program, we're not going to talk and don't show evidence. We will show your evidence and we will preach to the Liberian people so they can see the work of George Manuel Weah. And not only in 6 years we're going to show, we're going to tell the people that since this man was 21 years old, what the man George Manuel Weah was doing for the Liberian people. We will show and we'll bring evidence. We'll bring living people to testify. We will show testimony on this show. And we will tell the people that George Manuel Weah is the best thing that ever happened to Liberia in our lifetime. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, like Kev Ryder said, this is just a testing of what we'll be doing. And few things will become true. This show will be relayed in every county in Liberia. Every county will have it relayed. I know a lot of people called asking about it being on YouTube. The show will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
The show will be on TikTok.
We're working on the YouTube channel, but
it will be on YouTube. It will be on TikTok. It will be relayed in every county. We will work with our CDC friends. We'll work with our people just to ensure the people get the message. This is the place where we think we can correct the lies that were told against the CDC. No one will come here and lie because this is our space of truth-telling. We are not coming here to lie on anything. If we tell you that President Barker went to France, he didn't bring anything, and you think President Barker brought something, please send it to us. We will talk about it and say, oh, President Barker brought this. That's what we're here for. There were times people said a lot of things. Listen, kept talking about the issue of the seed. This is evidence. This is picture. You can go to Bible, you will see them with your eyes. So when we say President Barker, we went to UAE and brought back hospital, we will put the picture. And if President Barker were to go there tomorrow and comes back and you think he brought hospital to show us the place, we will take a picture and bring it. This is why we want to be truthful to the people. The people deserve truth. I think they were misled. They were fooled by the lies and the propagandas. This is the time we're in our belief. These are facts. United Party people came and said 1,275 kilometers of roads in 2012. This is what CDC built, almost 530. That's what they said. This is not us. We think we owe the Liberian people the truth telling. We think it is our duty to correct all of the falsehoods. We think it is our duty to hold this government to account for all of their promises, everything they've said. Look at Kenya, for instance, the former foreign minister. See everything he has achieved. We will come here to highlight those things. How can we have a foreign minister that achieved so much, for which Liberia is where it is today, and we don't talk about it? We will talk about it. If you think we say anything that is not true, hey, send us a text. Send us your evidence. We will come to talk about it. And I'm so very much grateful for this platform. Today is just a test. Every day on Sundays, we'll be here to look at all of the happenings in the week, because we know this government feels the only way they can achieve is when they lie. Like I've always said, you can lie to win an election, but you cannot lie to govern a country. The truth is always stumble. And this show is the show of truth against any other place where people come and just bring the deepening ties. So again, I appreciate us coming here together. General, great, thank you for taking the lead. Kev, Hassan, my brother, Jeff. We have many other people coming on all of the time to ensure we unpack all of the lies and show the truth to the people of our country. Thank you.
Yeah, Jeff, go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Gray. I'll be so brief. But I want to say first thing, thanks to all our viewers, to people who support and share the show. It's very important, because what we want to do here is to make sure the truth is out to the Liberian people. We'll counter the lies of the Unity Party and put the truth to the Liberian people, so that we make informed decisions and ensure that we remove this Unity Party regime from over the Liberian people and install a regime that will move the lives of the ordinary Liberians forward. This is the quest of this show, and that is what we want to seek, because we feel that CDC has the answer to the problems of our country. We might not be 100% perfect, but we're far better than the Unity Party. We have done so much for this country under the astute leadership of President Weah. You've seen how far the Unity Party has dragged this country backwards. They condemn everything the President Weah did, and they are now in the chair, and they cannot do half of what President Weah did in 6 years. We've gone 2 years already into this regime, and they have nothing to show. All they have to show is what the CDC left for them to continue to do. That means this government is failing massively. All we need to do is to inform the Liberian people on the truth. Run our sincere truth to the Liberian people, so they see the bare lies and the incompetence of this government. Waka, we are looking up to you. We want to see what you're going to bring from France and from UAE. We have the proof of what President Weah brought from France and what he brought from the UAE. Isaac, I was just on the Mexico website, and I saw exactly what you were talking about. I screenshot it and I get it here. Next time on the show, I will send it to you, and we'll put it up. We'll put it up so that they can see that we're speaking from a point of truth and not lies like the Unity Party. And you know, I don't care how you lie. Lie is something that can never go away. It's like a cock. You know, you try to hide it under the water, it will pop up. It will come back to your face. And that's what happened to the Unity Party now. The lies are catching up with them, and they are shamelessly defending it. Look, let me tell you something, Honorable Gray. I just want to speak shortly to the visa issue, right? So in 2023, for example, Liberia issued about 1,800 visa. 1,800 for 6.2 million approximately. So yes, so to see our government, our president dancing to celebrate 3 years visa extension when they granted Ghana the 5 years, Ghana did not even put on a show. You saw the Ghanaian president jumping around the place. This shows how the slave mentality of this government is so low. Look, the country deserves better. The ordinary mother in the market that cannot get the 3 years visa extension, she cannot get it. She does not have the capital or what it takes for the American embassy to give you that visa. 1, 2, the standard for that visa will be raised so high that ordinary Liberians will not be able to get that visa. It's not going to benefit the ordinary Liberians. That's my point. It will benefit, yes, the elite, those that got their diplomatic passports, the government officials, the representatives, the senators. They are the ones that come into fly. Bwaka and his children, they are the ones who benefit from the 3 years extension because they got more time now to go to America and marry make at the expense of the Liberian people. But ordinary Liberian, why are they benefiting? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So what we are saying to you, Mr. Bwaka, improve our healthcare system, improve our schools, saying we cannot go, improve our healthcare system, improve our school, improve the economy, so that Liberian-owned businesses will not be breaking down, so that the woman in the market can sell and send her child to school and pay her child's school fee. She will be able to afford the health care for her child. That is what we need in our country now. Give us running water, give us stable electricity. That's what we want, Mr. Bwaka, what you promised. Take our children from the street.
Listen for the weekend. Listen for the weekend.
That's what we want for you to do. We'll celebrate you if you do that, but for all facts on the table proves that you can do that, and you will not do that in the next 4 years of your tenure. So we're saying to you, we will not celebrate with you. You and your children and your corrupt gang of thieves can go and celebrate your 3-year visa extension. We're the ordinary people. The people down with us are the taxi driver, the keke riders that you rob the money from, the motorbikes, the taxi. Those people cannot afford to get that visa because you have messed our economy up, and they cannot afford to get the visa. Thank you, Honorable Gray. And there was a great show today, and it was just testing. So you can see how much the people are yearning for the truth, alternative voice to the lies. Thank you, Honorable Gray. Thank you, Isaac, for the information you provided today. It was very useful for us.
I say, look, I want to say thank you to you. I say, you know, it's not easy, my man, working whole week coming here at this time on Sunday. Kev, we want to say thank you very much. Jeff, we want to say thank you to our audience out there, all those who follow us. Okay, we appreciate everyone. This is open up. The comment sections are open up. We ask our people to discuss the issues, you know. And people will insult us. Well, we're not moved by that. That is nothing for many of us. But we all struck very important point. The President Bwaka was sitting, and he thought he was joking. But it's true. The people in Rotterdam market will ask that foreign travel will eat. That foreign travel will send our children to school. That foreign travel will put food on our table. That foreign travel will give us money to make businesses. This president has spent almost $9 million United States plus in foreign travel in 2 years. You know what that $9 million United States could do to our friends? You know what we have done to fight drugs on the streets of Liberia, to take our kids and create rehabilitation centers? You spend $7 million. You buy a car for $1.1 million United States dollars. Take $500,000. You take $10 million to build substandard presidential home in Lofa County. None of you can talk about that. When we come to the show, we come with the facts. We don't come with tabata. Everyone here is sophisticated. This is the People's Forum. There will be time we'll open the line, like Asa said, we'll have our YouTube channel. We're talking to the local radio stations across the country to relay all our online platforms. Okay, we will go. So we want to say thank you to everybody. All the suggestions, we'll go over it, we'll look at it, we'll take your suggestion. Another point in the race, you know, I don't want to call him, but we've been talking to 1 or 2 females that maybe by Saturday they will be here with us. It's very important. And fire-born females also. They will be here because we believe in gender balance. But this is just a test. Okay, I'm impressed with the views. Go look at the viewers. I'm impressed. It's not acting what they're running on government PR platform down there under that cash. Look at the viewers here. There's organic, natural. Bwaka, in conclusion, Bwaka, you flew to France. Both of you got good head, Bob. Very nice one. But when you are coming by, what did you come by with? President Boyka leaving France with nothing. No physical cash. You on your way to the UAE. When President Weah went to the UAE, you see what he brought? You took 2 years. Boyka had to bring 35 buses. Like, yeah. Some of the buses get spare part problem. Some of them get factory problem. Some of them may not be on the road. Factory problem. You say you won't correct it. In 2 years, 45 buses by the CDC administration. President Boyka, you appointed somebody that you trust that can help to be mouthpiece of the government. Listen to what he said 2 years we did and he did not do.
Para, since 1847, we gain independence. People in Nigeria gain independence in 1961. 1961.
On a quick get to.
But yeah, but since 1847, the total number of paved road, Kota Road, Tar Road, Cement Road, all is just 750 kilometers. Since 1847.
Courage now.
Yes, this president took over 2 years now. In his second year, he's paving over 400 kilometers of roads. That's more than half of the total road paved since 1847. Can you imagine that?
So you come and say Liberia people not like road. I mean that they complain.
The ones that they complain, most of them don't complain, but the ones you see complaining, it's like they say, leave the roads, give us chop. Look, since we had military.
I'm now pleased to announce that the elections for Liberia to sit on the Security Council as a non-permanent member of the 2026-27 period will be held in New York in 2025. Needless to say, this will be a very proud moment for our nation and represent the full acceptance of Liberia among the Committee of Nations as a responsible country capable of making significant contributions to global peace and security by sitting on the United Nations Security Council, the highest and most important forum for world peace. Imagine the significance of the journey we have traveled over the past 2 decades from being a war-torn country, ravaged and destroyed by civil war that lasted for 15 years, which required the deployment of the largest United Nations peacekeeping force at the time, UMI, to bring peace to our troubled land, and now having a seat on the Security Council of the very United Nations that have been set to save us from ourselves. We have a lot to be thankful for as a people. I say to God be the glory for the great things he has done. Madam Vice President, Mr. Speaker.
Hey, our great people, to God be the glory for great things that he has done. Imagine that. So, gentlemen, we want to say thank you very much. As we leave, we'll leave with what Joseph Boyka said about the propos. Yeah.
Upon coming to office, my government immediately began forming a new national development plan and counter development agenda, CDA, in the next 5 years. I am pleased to report that the plan and the 15-county agenda have been meticulously developed and validated by stakeholders across the country. They received strong endorsement from the Cabinet, the National Steering Committee, and our international partners, leading to a successful launch on January 15, 2025. This initiated, known as the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development, the ID, is built on foundations of the pro-poor agenda for prosperity and the development and the agenda for transformation.
Gentlemen, have a wonderful night. We're going to close by our regular, there is a CDC music I love to play. So we'll just play this.
ReviewSunday.com.
Download every song at original.
Johnny be that problem.
All people call you well. Some people call you paramelesi. Someone else call you country giant. For me, I call you happy sin. The matter with me happy sin. Yana wanna happy sin. This people happy sin. You're like happy sin. You're like for happy sin. I will call you happy sin. I wish I were 18 to be voting number 2 all the way. Mama like me were happy sin. The man with me happy sin. Yana wanna happy sin. These people happy sin. You're like happy sin. You're like for happy sin. I will call you happy sin. Papeo.
Get the mess of me, man.
Can we get there?
I just shake it.
You better shake it in there when you go up. Yeah.
Be sleeping while you working. Then I know you doing the best. The greatest assassin, but just be focused. Everything you are saying.
I'm feeling good. I hope people get well. Let's get ready.
Mama like me were happy sin. The man with me happy sin. Yana wanna happy sin. These people happy sin. You're like happy sin. You're like for happy sin. I will call you happy sin. Papeo.
I will be coming to you shortly to ask you to renew for a second time the mandate that you gave me 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's it. For President, we are re-election. George Morgan, we are Lord Joel Taylor. Equal, heaven sent.
Oh, gentlemen.
Powerful. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone, all our viewers. People don't want to go, but we gotta go.
We gotta go for the night. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.